Hello, and welcome, well, not to another episode of New Kinship, but to a brief little bonus episode. I just wanted to give listeners a heads up that TJ and I were interviewed over at Joel Carini's podcast, The Natural Theologian, which can be found on Substack. I'll make sure to link to it in the show notes. And we just had a great conversation around some of ideas that regular listeners may be used to, but definitely hitting on some different points with Joel and King Laugh. Yeah, it was just a really great conversation with him. So the title of the episode is, let me see here. Is the Evangelical Church guilty of marriage idolatry? And we hit on topics around the nuclear family, the isolation of the nuclear family, how systems both serve it and fail it, while other significant relationships tend to get excluded from many of these supportive systems, which ends up hurting everybody, not just queer people, not just single people. We also got to talk about how Side B folks are renewing kinship, especially ways that TJ and I are looking to talk about that. A little bit of overlap with, that episode where we just explore why this podcast is called New Kinship. And we also had a really interesting conversation just kind of on the tension of the biblical calls towards rootedness, having a homeland, but God also calling you out of that homeland, and just how we reckon with that in our age of transience and unrootedness, and what that means for, the flourishing of our communities and our relationships. So, feel free to go on over there and enjoy the episode. Joel's been a friend and ally in the Side B space, and we hope that you enjoy the episode. That's all.